and welcome to episode 29 of the Tottenham Way with Tottenham Hotspur. Welcome to FA Cup final day. The suit jacket is on, but our preparations have not been the best going into the FA Cup final. We have 3 league results to talk about at the end of the season, so let's do that first. But the things that have happened in the run-up to the final have been absolutely crazy. So James Maddison we knew was already out. Archie Gray we knew was already out. Newell is out with a groin strain, won't be available for today. Jarrod Bowen is out with a twisted ankle. The biggest one is Mickey van der Ven, out with a hamstring strain, out for up to 3 weeks. So they all miss the final, which is a very big blow in some cases, particularly with Mickey and Newell. So after the loss to Manchester City on penalties, it was a difficult one following that, as Ipswich beat us by 1-0. Jack Clark with the only goal. But we did bounce back and beat Brentford by 4-2. Bard scored inside like 26 seconds. Undov pulled one back. Bergvall with an absolute beauty. Can't show it to you. It's not bloody working properly. Bowen and Samu put us 4-1 up. And then Sade pulled one back for Brentford. And then last time around, Lucas Bergvall scored again. Morgan Gibbs White and Cullen Wendo put Nottingham Forest 2-1 up. But Mikey Moore and Dominic Solanke, 4 minutes from time, secured a win on the final day of the Premier League season. And that was enough for us to leapfrog Aston Villa on goal difference. So we finished 4th in the end in the Premier League table. Manchester City won the league by 5 points in the end. Liverpool were on 80, Arsenal 83, 74 for us, so 6 points off of Liverpool in the end. But ahead of Aston Villa, Chelsea taking the Conference League spot at this point in time, although the colour is different on the bottom of the key. Never mind. As Leicester were the third side to be relegated, 4 points the gap in the end to Sunderland, who survive another season in the Premier League. So it's FA Cup final day today. Newcastle finished 7th in the league season, 62 points for them, 12 points off of us in the finish. Can we add a trophy to our very good season, I would say, on paper? But these are the 2 starting lineups for the finals. Vicario starts in goal for Newcastle. Livramento, Ugbo, Botman, Hall, Guimaraes, Tonali, Joelinton, Gordon, Ramsey, with Votamaya leading the line for them as Suzuki starts in goal for us. Williams, Romero, Vucevic replaces Van der Ven, Bard, Sarr, Bergvall, Gallagher, Johnson, Moore, with Dominic Solanke leading the line. And let's see what happens at Wembley today. Can we win the FA Cup for the 9th time in our history? Oliver Glasner's side stand in our way. Abide with me, and all that is why I want to go to an FA Cup final one day. Hopefully it will happen. Because, yeah, Abide with Me has a special place in my heart, that song. It's a brilliant tune. And, yeah, we'll see how we get on today. Led by Christian Romero. Can we add a trophy to finish off this season? Hopefully so, but not from the kickoff like that. Anthony Gordon intercepting straight away, running towards goal. Papsar's with him, and he blocks it behind for an early corner. That would have been a disastrous start, but it is Tonali with the early corner for Newcastle. Ball in towards the back stick. Suzuki comes to punch it away, and it's going to be Guimaraes to pick it up, is it? Gordon back into Guimaraes. Come out of where you are, boys. There we go. You don't need to sit in like that. Goodness me. As Hall swings the ball in for Votamaya, and Newcastle lead after a minute. There's going to be no VAR to save us. And what a disastrous start to the FA Cup final. All of the notes, all of the talking out the window, because we don't come out from the corner. Why? And then we allow them to recycle it, and they get it wide with Hall, and then Votamaya, he ain't gonna miss from there. It's a beautiful header in the end, as he just rises like a salmon. Newcastle lead. Do I berate them straight away? I think I do. Come on. Big game today. We've had lots of big games this season. We have one more. As the ball is headed forward by Williams. On towards Dominic Solanke. Trying to go around the outside. Can he find a ball into the centre? He can find Lucas Bergvall, who might get a shot away. Drives it towards goal. Deflected behind by Joe Linton. Chance from the set piece. As the ball goes into the penalty area. It's headed away by Ramsey. And he will be the man that tries to pick it up as well. But Bard intercepts it. Vucevic. On towards Romero, into Bergvall. On towards Brennan Johnson, driving towards the byline. Can he find a ball back? He can find Nico Williams, who goes towards the back seat, looking for Mikey Moore. Good header. Good save from Vicario. Surprised he caught the bloody thing. The ball goes through to Gordon. Livramento. Back in to Ugbo. On towards Botman. Trying to drive through the middle of the park. Hall again. Plays a nice 1-2 with Ramsey up against Romero in the centre. Plays it across the front of goal and it's in for 2-0. Oh, maybe I made the wrong decision with Vucevic. Maybe, but he's a good kid. You know, he's doing well elsewhere. He's done all right when he's played so far. But he's up against a very good striker today. To be fair, he does come across and try and block it. And yeah, Suzuki probably should help him out as well. Well, we've got it all to do. 20 minutes gone. Jesus Christ. Johnson's on a 6.3. As the ball goes wide for Gordon. It might get worse, folks, before it gets better. Mikey Moore picking the ball up, though. Looking for Johnson, can't find him. Ramsey through for Vottermeyer. Papsar. I mean, it's not the worst decision in the world. I'm not sure why Vottermeyer's gone down, but he was up and then he was on the floor. So, make of that what you will. As the ball is with Romero. Sends it all the way back to Suzuki. On towards Vucevic. Go on, son. Chips it over the top, looking for Mikey Moore. It's a good ball in behind. Can he find a ball into the centre? He can find Solanke, but he's come away from goal. Back to Moore, across the penalty area. Conor Gallagher trying to put it in. Dominic Solanke keeps it alive. Need one before half time, really, don't we? In order to try and get ourselves back in this game. Come on. Bit of encouragement. Livramento fielding it. Vicario playing it short into Botman. On towards Hall, into Joe Linton. On towards Ramsey. Good interception from Nico Williams. Picks up a free kick as well. Jacob Ramsey, no, not going to go in the book for that. I mean, it was a similar sort of challenge to Papsar's. Just saying. Here is Bergvall. Trying to dance beyond Ramsey. Can't do it. Barb with the header forward, though. Moore. Starting to impose ourselves a little bit more. Gallagher. Oh, down inside the penalty area. Tonali with a dangerous challenge, has to be said. Conor Gallagher, if he goes down, he probably gets something for that. And then he might get the shot away. It's deflected behind for a corner. It's coming. Will it come before half-time? We will find out in the next 6 and a bit minutes. As Lucas Bergvall has the corner. It's going to go towards the penalty spot. And it's Vottermeyer that is going to whack it down the field. And Bard will pick it up. He will come straight back because that's what he does. He likes to have a run. Does Bard. Ball into the penalty area. Looking for Solanke. Oh, it's a good save again. He was probably going over anyway. Vicario making sure. Ball into the penalty area. Got a rise! Oh, another corner. Vicario's having a worldie. It's going to be Lucas Bergvall again from the other side. Peppering the Newcastle goal now. It's all one way at the moment. Oh, it can't find a Tottenham player. Will Joe Linton pick it up? Yes, he will. There are two back. And one of them's got to come to the ball. Joe Linton tries to drive down the field. There's not much support for him. Does swing across into the penalty area and Vucevic beats Vottermeyer to the ball this time. Newcastle very dangerous on the counter. Gordon looking for Guimaraes. In towards Tonali, onto Livramento. Trying to drive forward. Guimaraes onto Tonali, good block by Papsar. Dominic Solanke will hold it up. No, Guimaraes with a good challenge. We aren't going to grab one before half-time, are we? Are we going to concede another one before half-time? 3-0 at half-time would be an absolute disaster. 2 is pretty disastrous. But 3 would be absolutely... Yeah. I'd be like, nah, we're done. But Anthony Gordon has got the ball. Ball into the penalty area. Votamaia with the header. This time he misses it. Looking for Nico Williams. And that is half-time. Newcastle lead by 2-0 at the break. We have given ourselves a mountain to climb. But climbing mountains is kind of fun, I guess. Don't know, never done one. Right, so Brendan Johnson off at half-time. We know that's going to happen. And it's going to be Dejan Kulusevski to come on at the break for him. And we're going to take off Conor Gallagher at half-time. And we're going to bring on Jack Grealish at the break. Interesting substitution that I've made there. But we'll see how it goes. No, I'm not happy. Show me something else in the second half. I'm really not happy at half-time. 2 changes to try and spark us into life. We need an early goal in the second half. Otherwise, it is all over. And a season that promised so much towards the end of it, we are going to end up with nothing. As Tonali has the corner for Newcastle. Ball towards the back stick. And it's headed away. Grealish is out to Gordon. Hall. Guimaraes in towards Ugbe. On towards Tonali, and it's deflected behind. Got to show me something else in the second half. It's all Newcastle at the start of it. Oliver Glasner would have been delighted at half-time, I would imagine. As Tonali picks up the ball into Botman. Guimaraes looking through for Hall. Across field into Votamaia. Deflected, and we get it away, but we are scrambling it clear. Can Dejan Kulusevski keep it in play? Yes, he can. But he gives it straight to Hall. But we're up the pitch, at least. I guess. Got to start to impose ourselves again. We were having the better of it towards the end of the half. Half-time came at the wrong time for us. The ball is with Mikey Moore. Around the corner for Solanke. On, looking for Grealish. Can't get away from Tonali. Hall. Plays it into Botman. On towards Ugbe. He's the man to put pressure on, I think. Certainly looks like the more panicky of the players out there at the moment. Joe Linton picking it up in midfield, though. We are not on it at all in terms of sticking with people. Livramento looking over the top. Vucevic heads it forward. Burville can't win the header. Flicked on. Easy one. And chips it forward, looking for Solanke. Can't find him. Can't find a yellow shirt at the moment when we're going forward. It might be time for Strand Larsen as well as Dominic Solanke. What do we think? I'm asking you. You're watching this. I've already recorded it. That's probably what we're going to do. Ball into the penalty. What am I? A good save. I mean, it keeps it at 2-0. Oh, dear. We haven't been able to control him at all. Tell Papa Matasar to mark him. Well, Pat Matasar is probably going to come off in a minute. FYI. As the ball is with Botman. We'll see how this develops. We might pick it up here with Grealish. We do. Kulusevski, gotta go, Dejan. Go on. Racing down the field. Trying to find a ball into the penalty area. Finds Jack Grealish. He drives it towards goal. Kulusevski picks up the loose ball and it just goes wide. Unlucky. Right. Let's take Papsar off. And let's get Strand Larsen onto the field. It worked in the Champions League semi-final. It's going to have to work today. As the ball is with Vicario. Ugbo. In towards Tonali. On to Votamaia. Into Gordon. Got to go to him. As Anthony Gordon drives down the field. 25 minutes to play. Ball into the penalty area. Votamaia trying to win the header again. Vucevic this time gets it clear. I really don't know what to do at this point. Let's have a look at something tactically we can possibly do. I mean, other than going a little bit longer, we can go in behind, I guess, but it hasn't really been working. It works against Manchester City, but that was a completely different scenario. Let's up the tempo and send it a bit more direct, I guess. That is probably all I can do at this point. There would be probably wide players coming on, but Mikey Moore's doing all right, as I mentioned. He's probably our best performer so far today, and he is at 7. Trying to come out from the back into Bergvall. Looking for Strand Larsen. Round the corner for Dejan Kulusevski. Again, it's not a great ball forward. As the ball is lumped forward by Newcastle. They're the team looking to get in behind now to try and settle it. And Lucas Bergvall is the man that hooks it clear. Trippier. Into Wottermeier. I thought he'd gone off. He's just gone out wide, has he? Great. Yeah, he has. He's just gone out to the left-hand side rather than being down the middle. Bard looking for the long throw. Can't find a teammate. Picked up by Christian Romero. Onto Bergvall. Can't keep hold of it. Newcastle spreading forward again. Nico Williams. Got to be careful. But he is wrong side of the goal. Oh, I tell you what. You're completely wrong side. Right, let's have a look at another couple of changes. I'm just throwing mud at the wall at this point. Pedro Porro's going to come on. Maybe should have started with Pedro. That's the end for Lucas Bergvall as well. And we're going to bring on Benson Cook and see if Rodrigo can control the pace of this game for the final 15 minutes or so. We're going to need a goal like PDQ. Otherwise it is all over. Suzuki with an easy catch in the end. We just haven't shown up on the big occasion, which is frustrating given how well we've worked to get here. I mean, we've beaten some good teams to get here. But to not turn up on the final day is, yeah, not exactly the best thing in the world. Strand goes for goal! I tell you what, that's what you need to do. Just have a shot. Pulls one back. Grab that ball. Let's go. Number 10 for the season for Strand Larsen. I tell you what, they don't close him down at all. I don't expect him to score from this angle. But he does. He drives it beyond Vicario. And that is 2-1. We might as well go on to attacking. We might as well push. Push, push, push. Newcastle will have chances at the other end. They've had them all day. Doesn't change anything. Gordon trying to get beyond Pedro Porro. Ball into the penalty area. Ah, my word. So the ball is with Guimaraes. On to Livramento. It's taken us so long to get going today. I think that's the frustrating thing for me. I mean, we were behind pretty early. Tonali in towards Wottermeier, behind for a corner. Do not concede straight away. As the ball is up to Dominic Solanke. In towards Grealish. Looking wide for Kulusevski. Look like a different side now, don't we? Up ahead of steam. Plenty inside the penalty area. Going low. Cleared away. Just got to keep them there. They're going to try and hit us on the counter-attack. You know that's going to happen. In towards Solanke. Back to Bard again. On to Vucevic. In towards Grealish. On towards Strand Larsen. In towards Romero. Glasner seems happy. I mean, they're holding on at the moment. Kulusevski with the ball. In towards Pedro Porro's. Got to go high. And Vicario comes to claim it. We've got 14 minutes plus added time to come. Maybe extra time to come if we can grab an equaliser. I don't expect us to win it in 90 minutes. But you never know what might happen if you get the second one. As the ball is with... Oh, that's a foul, referee. Kieran Trippier. Naughty boy. A chance from the set piece. Pedro Porro. He's going to have to go round the outside of the wall unless he goes low. He might try to go around the outside. Oh, it's a good save from Vicario. It was going in. Where was this 60 minutes ago? That's my biggest question at this point in time. Wottermeier picking it up for Newcastle. Gonna try and hold on to it. Plays it into Tonali. Someone's got to try and pinch it there. Newcastle breaking forward though. Ball into Wottermeier. 4v3. And he might get the shot away. He finds Lewis Miley and it's in the net in the end. We had to gamble pushing bodies forward. Maybe we had more time. But Newcastle find the third goal and probably clinch the FA Cup as a result. Wottermeier with the ball. We get lucky with the first block on the line. Yeah, Nico Williams. Oh, no, sorry, Pedro Porro. Nico Williams has gone off. Hazani with the goal, though. And that probably seals it. But, I mean, we keep going. I'd rather lose 4-1 and have a go in the last few minutes. But I think Newcastle are probably going to shut this down from here. As Moore has picked it up. Been impressed with Mikey Moore today. I think he's had a great final. Strand Larsen with Solanke in the middle. Strand Larsen with the header. There we go. There's the other. Grab the ball. Grab the ball. Let's go. 3-2. 5 minutes to go. And I said Mikey Moore had a good game. Dominic Solanke's had a good game in the second half. Now he's got a bit of help up top. He's having a much better game. Strand Larsen heads in another one. 3-2. We have got 4 minutes. Oh, we're gonna run out of time. Oh, we're gonna run out of time. Unless you can get it forward. Newcastle are gonna win the FA Cup. And we were all undone by a poor first half. We've been chasing the game since then. And Newcastle win the FA Cup. Congratulations to them. So near, but yet so far. As here they come, the Newcastle players. Oliver Glasner wins the FA Cup for a second time as a manager. And it's Tino Livramento that is going to lift it high. We will be standing there watching this as well. I want the players to see this because it should have been us, really. But Newcastle, fair play to them on the day. They have done the job. And they win the FA Cup by 3-2 in the final. Disappointment. To be fair, we were behind early. Once they grabbed the second one, it was going to be difficult. Once we didn't get one before half-time, it was going to be even more difficult. And we just didn't get going. When we did get back in the game, we shot ourselves in the foot at the other end. And that's probably my fault, to be brutally honest. But, yeah, we gave it a good go in the second half. We were better. But we needed to be better from the start of the game. So we move on to next season. And it's going to be an interesting one this summer. Because it might be a transitional summer. Where some of the players that have been here for a while are going to start to drift away and move on. We will see what happens. So we got 30-odd million to spend before sales, it should be said. Johan Laag is going to have an interesting summer. And I'm going to sit back and see what he does with this team. We've come close in 2 competitions now. We didn't make the final of the Champions League, but we did come bloody close to getting there. And obviously today in the FA Cup, we have fallen short at the last, which is frustrating. But we go again. We dust ourselves down. We're in the Champions League next year. That will attract players to us. And hopefully we can kick on next year. Be a bit closer to the top of the Premier League. And hopefully pick up a cup along the way. Because that was what we were missing from this season. We didn't pick up a trophy, which was unfortunate in the end. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.